Hey guys, Adrienne here in Optimize Joy. So I was looking through some of the comments and there were a couple things that were said, and it was getting through stuff. And there were a couple of you had said that, you wanted to move on or let things go. And I wanted to say we have to restructure that. In a way, there's almost no moving on, right? I mean, moving on, if we dissected that, it would actually be turning something on or getting on top of something, so we're not moving on. We don't want to move on our stuff. We want to move through our stuff. So moving through or getting through instead of letting go, it's more of a bringing with. Like, bring the lesson with you. Bring the knowledge with you, right? What we want to overcome is the pain. We want to overcome the pain. So if we're going to talk about letting go of the pain, it's not so much of a letting go as it is a replacing. We have to, if we're going to let something go, then that means there's now a void in there. So we have to actually replace it. We have to replace the void with something else. And what does that take? That takes getting into it, not just letting it go or moving on, right? So we're going to move forward is where we're going to move, not on. And we're going to replace the pain so we can bring the lesson with us versus let go and cause void. We don't want to cause void in our life. We want to replace it so we can bring lessons with us, bring wisdom with us. And that's the thing is, here's the question, what are we going to replace it with, right? Like, that's where we get to get creative with it. Again, and I'm not sure if I've actually said this in the group or in a previous video, but time is not linear. It's not past, present, future. It all lives now. It all lives now. Your past is living with you now. Your future is living with you now, and your present is living with you now, which means that we can actually replace any of it at any time. But we have to figure out what we want to replace. And we have to figure out what we're going to replace it with. And then we have to get creative about it. So sit with that for a little bit. Just sit with it and maybe get into a little bit of free writing tonight. Get creative on really getting into, okay, when I say move on, what am I moving on? Or how do I want to move forward? And then when I say let go, what do I want to let go of? And that's the whole thing, is that when our body and our system doesn't have anything to put in place of the void we create when we let something go, then it's still there. It kind of like reattaches, and it's like, well, now there's a void, so I guess I'll pull that information with me again, right? But we want to instead replace the information. We want to put something new in there, something that's powerful, something that actually motivates us to move forward. Okay? And there's a strategy to that, and it's a little bit individual, and so some of the strategies would be affirmations. Some of the strategies would be like subconscious tuning, right? Or emotional engineering, like really kind of getting in there and restructuring everything in there. Meditation is one. Breathing tactics are one. There's so many out there, and you've got to find the one that works for you. If you're needing help with it, then that's get in touch with me, But in the meantime, that's really what you're looking for. You're looking for the motivation to move forward, and the drive to create something new from your past, so that we're not letting go and creating void. We're instead inviting in something new and replacing, and then bringing it with us. Okay? So thank you though for bringing those up, which is, post on the comments. If you have any questions, if you have anything else that you're working through or trying to work through, or you have any other questions about, where's the starting point, then comment in the questions. Or even the memes and everything. Just let me know what you're dealing with and everything, so we can kind of start opening up the conversations about you, about what you're going through. All right? I hope that you guys have a really great night, and I will see you soon. Bye, Pete, by the way. Thanks for showing up.